Residents in eastern Spain are banding together as they sift through the rubble caused by torrential rain and widespread flooding earlier this week. A sense of shock and grief is slowly turning to anger among many as the death toll surges above 200. Locals are accusing the government of being poorly prepared to handle a weather event of this magnitude.
We can't reach this town. We can only see it from the air. This is Alfafar, where the streets are still flooded. It looks catastrophic. So much of this region is in pain, ripped apart by the floodwaters that arrived with barely any notice. We come to Catarroja, a town that's been battered.
When I went down to the street, the water was below knee level.
Arcaiz has a remarkable story of survival.
The stream started to raise the level, and I grabbed to a traffic post to try to not get pushed by a stream. Some neighbors tried to rescue me with some ropes and that, but they broke, and I grabbed to a pillar. I was like there for maybe around 20 minutes, and suddenly the stream got less strong, so I could jump onto a vehicle's roof.
He has the wounds, but he's still alive. Many of the victims died in their cars, swept away or stuck in underground car parks. Yelos' neighbour was one of the lucky ones. He abandoned his vehicle just before it was swamped.
In just a few minutes, he was with a lot of water over there, and he just said, I cannot rescue my car, I'm just leaving it in the ramp.
If he had not left this car,
he probably will be dead.
He tells us there could still be bodies submerged in this car park. We've been told that some people advised others to move their cars to safety, only for the water to engulf them. The dead are still being recovered. Here in this field, another victim. More will surely be found in the coming days. And these are not remote towns. Aldaya is a suburb of Valencia, now a wasteland of mud and debris. It's only now that we're really seeing the devastation left behind by these floods and getting a look at what happened beneath that flood water. Now, this is an underpass that goes through the centre of town. It would have been busy as the floods started to roll in. And as they pump out the water, they are revealing car after car after car. And what we don't know is whether these people escaped and how many bodies might be left in these vehicles. There's little sign of emergency services or military help across this region. Instead, it is thousands of volunteers, many of them young, who are cleaning up. There's anger about this seemingly sluggish response and a call for a nationwide protest. Physical damage is one thing, emotional trauma quite another. And what this area has suffered is hellish. Death, destruction and chaos, mixed with a growing sense of anger. Adam Parsons, Sky News, Aldaya.